Gregg, Maya, and Betty are not experts, nor do they claim to be. They're just a bunch of nerds who enjoy talking about movies, shows, and current events. So sit back, grab a coffee, relax, and enjoy a brand new episode of All Queued Up.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of All Queued Up, the review podcast tied to streaming services like Netflix, Amazon Prime, HBO Max, Disney Plus, etc., etc., etc. I'm your host, Gregg Diaz, and with me always is Maya Dawn Fisher and Betty Batcher. How are you two been this week? Sorry, I'm out of breath. Jesus Christ.
It wasn't that much that you said.
I had to jog down the stairs. Well, how are you?
Are the stairs okay? He's not even going to acknowledge it. He's not even going to acknowledge it. I'm used to deferring to Betty and letting her go first, but I'll go since I'm already opening my mouth. Had a really good week, with the exception of one day. For some reason, I was just feeling really down and lonely Monday, and I don't know why. And then I figured it out. It's like, oh, because, I saw a bunch of friends get together in pictures, and I missed doing that, and I've not been able to do it. And this pandemic fucking sucks, and I want to get vaccinated so I can get back out to fucking living a regular life. Other than that, I'm fantabulous. Feel great. But yeah, how are you doing, Betty?
I'm good. I go for my MRI tomorrow, so I'm excited. Finally going to get something done about my lame ass hip. And I had a good weekend meeting up with your sister-in-law and doing some art stuff. And up until last night when we watched The Stand, things were good. And then they went downhill really quick.
Yeah, I wish I could have participated, come over and hung out with you guys, but fucking winter sucks where we live.
It does. I don't get out a lot this time of year either. But summer, I do as much as I can to make up for it. Spend a lot of time out of the house going, wee. How about you, Gregg? Wee.
It's doing all right. It's regular stresses of being a caretaker for your parents, but other than that, it's not too bad. Been playing a lot. I swear to God, Fall Guys is my go-to. Like, I'm stressed out and I need something just to do to relax my brain game. So I officially have 440 crowns in Fall Guys now. Total.
Is that a lot?
Quite a few, considering I've got like 9.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. You get a crown for winning an entire game. If you don't get eliminated in the other 4 rounds. So it takes about 10 to 15 minutes to complete an entire game to win a crown.
Yeah, I can consistently make it to the final round, like 90% of the time. I just never fucking win. It's usually I'm watching either Gregg or Andy win. Of course, I've not played in like a month with them because I got sucked hard into the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and I was passing out at like 10, 11 o'clock at night and getting up at 5 in the morning and just started playing that game.
Addictive, huh?
Oh, it was wonderful. I finished it last week.
Yeah.
Then I decided to, I haven't touched Animal Crossing in a few months. Picked it up and I decided to, you can't change your name in Animal Crossing. So I deleted my entire island that I had everything in and I started over.
That sucks though. I mean, damn.
That's half of the fun is building it up and finding everything anyway. So I would eventually have done it more, but yeah. Sorry, Gregg. Didn't mean to segue into the game stuff.
Totally fine. What I'm currently doing at the moment, we'll get to that in a little bit, guys. So today we're discussing the newest episodes of WandaVision and The Stand, and something a little special at the end. Basically, I have a copy of Family Feud for the PlayStation. So we're going to play around a Family Feud where it's Maya versus Betty. So it'll be fun. But
Greg's going to be Richard Dawson, but he's not going to be able to kiss anybody.
Let's be honest. I'm more like a solid Louis Anderson. Just not annoying voice. People forget.
Well, since it's not Steve Harvey, we're good.
Not a fan of that guy.
Nope.
But yeah, let's which one did we want to get started with? WandaVision?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So complete departure from the last 4 episodes in episode 5. And by that I mean it's now swapping back and forth between reality and Wanda's reality.
Mm-hmm.
Which is very nice. Very nice. Yeah, I don't know. Like I'm very happy with the way the show's going. I have some thoughts, and we'll wait until later into the discussion to talk about that big reveal at the end. Yeah. We'll get there. We'll get there because that's a little spoilery for people who maybe haven't watched it yet. Which I don't know what you're doing if you're not watching the show.
Yeah. It's been a week by the time this publishes. That was a pretty major thing. I literally was floored.
I was just like, who the fuck is that? Because that's not.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew what I was expecting, but it's not the same. I was like, what's going on here?
Yeah. It's
she not steal really his body?
So we definitely got confirmation because I remember last week I was talking about how I wasn't sure if she had Vision's body or if it was a figment of her creating that or something to that effect, and we know the answer to that now.
She did break into a facility and recovered his body, and by that we know that this is definitely, well, we already knew because it was answered at the beginning of the 4th episode, but for total clarification, Vision was killed in Infinity War, and then she recovered his body after coming back from the snap at the end of Endgame. So this is set definitely post Endgame. They established that in episode 4 because we weren't sure the first 3 episodes.
Right. We were definitely, we didn't have confirmation, so it was nice to get that confirmation.
Yeah.
But we also saw basically what happens. Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, and she's not being controlled by anyone that we can tell. She seems to be doing every bit of this of her own volition.
Yeah. Yes.
What were you going to say? We also saw.
What's that?
You were going to say we also saw something.
We also saw that she can exit and enter her own reality at any given time. That she knows that she's doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I had a theory that she was in a coma, and this is what she created in that coma, and that it created a bubble reality. But
you see that trope in so many sitcoms though over the years, and I'm glad they didn't do that.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Well, basically, it's like she's created her own VR. And she can step out, she can take the, goggles off anytime she wants. But, we also saw the reality of what's happening to the people that she's trapped in that VR with her. When Vision talks to his coworker and he snaps him out of it and the guy is like, help me. That was horrifying. And the children talking about reanimation and bringing the dead back to life. That's there were so many little things like that in this episode, and it's like she doesn't want any part of reality creeping into her world, and she doesn't really give a shit about anything right now because she's hurt. She's very, very hurt. And this is her escapism. This is her, Animal Crossing. This is her Fall Guys. This is her Skyrim. It's just, it impacts all these people. And
from what we can tell, nobody's being physically hurt, but the mental anguish that they appear to be under. What's the fallout going to be from this? How are they going to wrest control from her? Are these people going to remember this shit, long term? And it made me flash back to the end of episode 3 when Monica was in the house talking to her and brought up Pietro and Ultron. And Vision was outside talking to Herb and can't remember Catherine Hahn's character's name off the top of my head, but how Herb was trimming the hedges, and then all of a sudden you see him, he keeps trimming, and he's trimming through the concrete wall. You see little glimpses. Okay, her focus is distracted. She can't fine tune and maintain her control of what every single person is supposed to be doing in her reality, because it gives you an idea of, okay, he's just kept trimming and now he's trimming concrete. She's controlling every aspect of everything of everybody all the time.
Yeah,
And
she's turned them into Sims.
The Vision and the kids are the only ones she can't control. And these little bastards aged up from a newborn to 10 years old over the course of the fucking episode. And it's just like, wow. What, it gives you a scope of her level of power, and it's a glimpse of things we've never seen before, and it's terrifying. It's scary to think about, what she could possibly do. And it's exciting in the same way, because I'm like, I want to see what's next. I want to see how this plays out.
Yeah, there was a couple videos that I've watched recently about like what comics they're pulling from in regards to Wanda's ability and whatnot, and definitely House of M, 100%. But there was like a couple like Wanda, like it was like Scarlet Witch and Vision comic books. Like one of the big things that people keep pulling from, and I think this is actually a misnomer. I don't think the show's going to go this route, but in the comics, like she creates, because she finds out that a synthezoid and a human can't have a baby. So basically she creates Timmy and Billy, and Mephisto comes in and is like,
I thought it was Tommy.
Tommy, my bad. I kept getting it wrong. Mephisto comes in, who's like the devil of the Marvel world, and he's like, nope, you created all of this. And in her like complete anguish, she like creates realities, and it's nuts. But people think that the show's going to go that route. I don't think Mephisto's going to be a part of the show at all.
No.
There's a few reasons behind that, but my main one is that most of what Marvel has done at this point is pretty comic book accurate in terms of how the characters look. Mephisto would have to have his design entirely changed to not look like the literal devil in order to even even be shown in China, which is Disney's second largest market. So I don't personally think that Disney's going to go that route just to make sure that the fans aren't fucking pissed off, to make sure China's not pissed off. But that's just me.
Here's a question. Monica, has she already been Captain Marvel, or is that in her future?
No, that's in her potential future.
Okay.
That's not guaranteed that she will be a Captain Marvel in this universe. She just has been in the comics in the past.
Okay.
They might sure make her Photon, but that might be it.
Her reaction to the mention of Captain Marvel, is there a reasoning behind that?
Yes. Have you watched Captain Marvel yet, Betty?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, you watched it.
Yeah.
You said you and Lydia watched it and enjoyed it.
Do you remember the scene to which, because that whole movie takes place in the 90s. There's a scene where Captain Marvel, she's about to take off to go fight the big bad. It's towards the end of the film. And her old co-pilot, her daughter is helping her choose the colors on her outfit. Do you remember that scene?
Yes.
At all?
Yeah.
Yes. That little girl is Monica.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
That's why there's a strong. That's why there's a strong thing there.
Okay. All right. It stuck out to me, so I was like, what's that reaction all about? So
yeah.
Okay.
I also want to point out that I really like how they basically showcase that items that go into her pocket reality come out looking like they existed in her pocket reality, still have the same what's the word I'm looking for?
Appropriate like markings or colors.
Not colors per se, but like her disco outfit still was made of Kevlar.
Yeah. Her pants and shirt were made of Kevlar because she had a bulletproof vest on when she went in, so she just repurposed and didn't change anything structurally on an atomic level, just changed it visually. So that was pretty interesting.
Now, the guy who tried to shoot her while they were doing the, little fly in with the drone, the guy who welcomed Monica back when she came back.
The acting director of SWORD.
Yeah. I felt iffy about him from the first meeting. Is he an iffy guy? Because again, I'm reading everything about me. So, he's just a skeevy person.
If you
is
were
he a
to say,
skeevy person?
He's supposed to be. He literally is. He's supposed to make you as the audience go like, well, I don't trust this motherfucker. And because of events that happened already, and that SWORD is not a counter, but like a mirror of S.H.I.E.L.D. My theory is that he is actually a Hydra agent. I say this because there's a moment of very clever editing in the show where Jimmy Woo's character, I'm sorry, his name isn't Jimmy Woo, Jimmy Woo.
Randall Park, the actor who plays Jimmy Woo.
I was going to Park's character, but my brain was like, two things at the same time. Jimmy Woo is talking about Wanda. He's talking about everything going on. He's kind of mentioning things, and the guy is basically talking about how Wanda has always been a problem in the past and yada yada. And he walks over to Darcy, and he says, "I really don't like that guy," or something to that effect. And Darcy says, "Yeah, he's a real." It cuts and goes right to him, the director, the acting director, and he uses the word terrorist immediately. Granted, he's talking about Wanda being a terrorist, but the fact that the editing literally said, "Yeah, he's a bit of a terrorist," says volumes to me. There's no reason that you edit that just like that for no discernible reason, especially in a show like this. So.
Foreshadowing.
I think it was a clever bit of editing too.
It could be. It could be they just. It could be that. It could be they just didn't want to, have Darcy say, "Oh yeah, he's a total dick," because that's probably what she was going to say.
Yeah, absolutely. She was 100% going to call him a dick, but I still think that that's a clever bit of editing. They could have had any.
Oh, I agree.
They literally could have any other word, but they use terrorists specifically. So I think that that's there for a reason, regardless of it being kind of a joke. And again, I could be overlooking into things because that's what the fuck I do when it comes like this. So I don't fucking know. I just noticed it and I was like, ooh. Also, this episode cemented that the commercials are nothing more than memories of Wanda.
Yeah. What were you going to say, Betty?
Now I've forgotten. Go ahead.
Well, we see Vision, he's like, I talked to Norm, when you weren't there controlling him, I was able to actually speak to Norm. He's terrified. He's like, what are you doing to these people? What's going on? What aren't you telling me? You can't control me. I want to know what's going on. You see them about to throw down for a second. They're both in air, like getting ready to unleash powers. And that's pretty wild. And then all of a sudden they calm down and everything and talk it out. And then you hear the doorbell ring. You're like, she opens it up and holy shit. I've been wondering how they were going to do it. Well, go ahead, Greg.
So I didn't hear shit. That was completely fucking, that blindsided me. But here's the funny part about that. My brain didn't register that it wasn't the correct Quicksilver at first.
Really?
I was watching the credits and I saw Evan Peters' name walk up and I went, wait the fuck a minute. And I went back and looked. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, it just, something didn't click right away until I saw his name. And that's when I realized what had happened. And now I have a shit ton of theories. But
now, you've seen Age of Ultron, right, Betty?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know that originally Quicksilver, her brother Pietro, was killed. by Ultron.
Smeeshit.
This is Pietro, aka Quicksilver, from the Fox X-Men movies. Same actor that played him.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
And
as shit.
because Fox has had the rights to X-Men and mutants for 20 years until the buyout in 2019, and they couldn't say mutants. They couldn't use certain characters. They could use characters that were parts of the Avengers, like Pietro and Wanda, but they couldn't call them Quicksilver. They couldn't call them Scarlet Witch. They couldn't call them mutants. So they're trying to say, oh, yeah, they were genetically engineered, what have you. This opens up the door for them to bring mutants into the Marvel Universe because they haven't been able to before. One of the rumors that I heard rumblings of, just little rumblings of, I saw a report from last summer that said Evan Peters has been cast in WandaVision, but we don't know to what extent or what role he'll be playing. I was like, you mean he might be Quicksilver? Now, part of me is super excited that he is there because in one of the few things that I enjoyed out of the most recent batch of X films was his character. No matter how bad the past 2 X films were, and they were bad. Apocalypse was bad. Dark Phoenix was atrocious. Dark Phoenix was X3 level bad. But I like him, but I was all for a total reboot, clean slate. Don't bring anybody over from those terrible Fox movies. But seeing him show up and saying, holy fuck, that's Pietro, Quicksilver is here, it makes me wonder, how can they pull him over? Are they going to have him be plucked from a different reality, or is he just created? I need to know. I need to know what's going on. It brings up so many questions, but I'm excited.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when I saw her open the door, all I thought was, who the hell is this guy? And because obviously that's not the dude that I saw as her brother. I had no idea that, there was that much of a crossover between those two. So that's cool as shit. I love that they've done that.
What's even funnier is those two that played Quicksilver played best friends in a movie called Kick-Ass. Have you ever seen Kick-Ass?
Yeah. Love Kick-Ass.
Okay, well, the guy that played Kick-Ass was the original Quicksilver in the Marvel Universe. Whereas his best friend Todd, who was like always talking to him online and shit, that was the one that played the the Fox Quicksilver. So they both played the same character.
So here's my full-on theory about what Marvel's doing right now. So we know that Wanda can create and meld universes in the comics. I think they're going for a full-on meld. What I believe Marvel wants to do right now is that the Fox franchise of X-Men is extremely popular. People are major fans of that franchise. So instead of creating an entirely new X-Men pantheon in the Marvel universe or cinematic universe, why not just bring over those X-Men? How do we do that? We have Wanda meld universes. And this is the first step that we're seeing. But this also will tie into what I believe is going to happen in Spider-Man 3 with, we know that Jamie Foxx is playing Electro again, which was the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, and that Alfred Molina is coming in to play Doc Ock, which was the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. So I believe we're going to see some major universe melding, and that we know that Loki, WandaVision, obviously, and Spider-Man 3 all come out before Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. And I believe that all of that's
Loki
going to
movie?
tie into it.
No, it's a Loki television series like WandaVision. It's going to be on Disney Plus.
Cool. That's awesome.
So
there's also a Falcon and Winter Soldier that TV show, and I think it comes out next month. I think they just dropped a new trailer for it this past weekend.
Yeah, March 16th.
16th.
Yeah, 16th. They had a 2-minute trailer. It was 30 seconds during the Super Bowl, but you'd have to go to the Marvel YouTube page to watch the 2-minute trailer. But it looks fucking super fun. I don't think it'll add anything necessarily other than what the remaining Avengers are doing outside of the events of Endgame. But like, what's fascinating here is that like we see this thing with Wanda and it's crazy, and then we're gonna get classic like buddy cop superhero story with Falcon and Winter Soldier. But then Loki is even weirder in that he is not the same timeline Loki. If you remember in Endgame, when they went back to the first major Avengers fight that they had together, Loki disappeared. That version of Loki disappeared with the Tesseract. So he's going to deal with the Time Variant Alliance or Agency. Time Variant something. It's TVA. I know that, but I think it's either Alliance or Agency or something to that effect. But
TVA has a different meaning for Betty and I.
So he'll be time hopping essentially and building an army of some kind or doing something to that effect, because I know that one of the greatest shots in the trailer is him looking like DB the guy that the FBI was looking for that jumped out of a plane and just straight disappeared.
DB Cooper.
Oh, DB Cooper. Yeah, he looks exactly like DB Cooper as he's jumping out of a plane.
Huh.
Exactly like DB Cooper. So yeah, that's going to be a crazy fucking series. That's going to be hilarious, but I think that's also going to tie into whatever they're doing with Marvel. There's so much going on. There's so much going on with Marvel right now.
And it's exciting. It's exciting. I love what they've been doing with WandaVision. It was like started out. It's like what to make of it. It's so quirky, and now it's just full on. Okay, now I'm immersed. I'm truly invested. I'm excited. I can't wait for Friday's episode to see what happens. And of course, each new episode gives us more questions than we get answers. But I love that shit. I don't care. Love it.
As long as you give answers every episode for a show like this, people will keep coming back, regardless if there's more questions.
Yeah.
Lost worked for 5 years, and then they ended it with the 6th year. So they didn't answer everything, and it made a few people upset.
Yeah, definitely don't leave questions unanswered at the end. That's a bad idea, because then people don't, what the fuck. Unless you're going for the ambiguous ending, which is a whole different topic. But anyway.
Yeah.
Do you want to go and give a rating to the specific episode?
I'll go. This specific episode was fucking spot on, stellar, best episode they've done yet. So, it's had a good foundation to build on, but this episode here just surpassed the others. And for me, everything that we got, I give it an A+.
I would also give it an A because, it was really good. I like that they're finally intertwining, what's going on outside versus inside her, virtual reality world she's created. And you're getting all these little, foreshadowings of what could potentially happen in the future. And that ending, it was magnificent. So definitely A for me. What about you, Greg?
A+. It was. I'm really enjoying it's a little longer too. The episode was a little longer than the other three, or sorry, the other four. But I'm glad that they're answering questions in a pretty satisfying pace. And that they're really throwing some new wrenches in there constantly. I'm hoping that next week we get the Halloween episode, because I know in the trailer he unlocks Agnes's brain in the Halloween episode. So that's why I'm hoping for the Halloween episode. Yeah,
that's her name, Agnes, Catherine Hahn's character. Love Catherine Hahn. She's hilarious.
There's a little something there about her that's extra than every other character too. Obviously.
Yes, there is.
Yeah.
It's like she knows that this is a play and she's doing her bit, and I think she has a little more control over her mind than maybe some other people that are stuck in this world. I think she's scheming and plotting on the inside.
Yeah, there's something there. I don't know what, and I'm excited.
Yeah, because she said something. She's like, "You want to do that again?"
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and I can't remember the exact moment she said it, but Wanda was like, "What?"
Yeah, like what's up, and she has yet to address that problem.
Yeah, I'm. There's so many theories running in my head and possibilities, and nothing's off the table yet, other than it being definitely Mephisto. But I just think that's so crazy. But Yeah, I can't wait for Friday. Like Friday mornings are exciting again.
What is her husband's name? Does anybody remember off the top? She's always talking about her husband and making jokes about her husband, but I'll have to. I'm curious.
It's some.
I'm just
it's some
wondering if
like.
there's any.
Yeah, I don't know off the top of my head. Well, why don't we move on to The Stand, because I don't feel like this is going to be a positive conversation. Unless, I don't know, we'll see. We'll get there. So The Stand episode 8. I fucking hated it. Anyway, what do you want?
I knew it. I knew you would.
You know what, Greg? I fucking hated it too. I was so pissed.
Oh God, I was.
So let's get into it. Tell me why you guys were not into it. What did you hate about it? Why?
Well, I'll go first.
Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to tell you straight up. Between this episode and last episode, we covered like 50% of the motherfucking book, okay? They rushed through it. And yeah, what she did when she threw herself and hit that pool, why there wasn't water in it, I don't know. But when she did that was good. But then here comes Trashcan Man, looking like, Buffalo Bill's gonna peel him off and wear him as a suit or something with his nuke, and lightning, and Flag just gets struck by lightning and poof, he's gone like a magical fairy. I was like, what fresh hell is this? And then the bomb goes off. No. But we did find out episode 9 is especially done by Stephen King. It is called Coda, the Franny story. And he's wanted to do this apparently for a hot minute. So he's really excited about episode 9. I have no idea what this is going to entail, because this is going to be all new material. But what they just did, this episode, the penultimate episode, fuck you, okay? That was, no, man, that was so bad. So bad. I'm sorry.
I'm 100% for. I'm 100% for telling an adaptation in a different way, so that way it fits the medium that it's in. So, for example, telling this story slightly different for the sake of it being a TV show makes perfect sense. You have more of a visual medium that makes sense. How about make me give a fuck about a character for once? That sounds like a good idea, TV show. How about the entire journey of these characters and their sacrifice make fucking sense and not be completely null and void by a random ass character that we've seen twice already bringing a bomb? How about show, I don't fucking know, make me give a shit that Amber Heard fucking yeeted herself out of that window. It didn't make sense. None of this shit makes sense. And then, just conveniently, the cloud is in the shape of a hand. Fuck you. That shit's dumb. Dumb as shit.
The original miniseries was worse.
In the original miniseries, it looks like the screen tears, and it literally is a hand in the original. But that was 1995 special effects. So that's forgivable.
God, like from Michelangelo's
yeah.
Chapel, it just come down and hits the nuclear bomb. Boop.
I mean, I can forgive that 25-year-old special effects, but and made for TV. This had a production budget and had no excuse. I thought the fucking cloud that looked like, the purple cloud that resembles Galactus in the Fantastic Four movie, which was fucking terrible, was stupid as fuck. I thought fucking Parallax in Green Lantern being a cloud was stupid as fuck. Guess what? The hand of fucking God, I'm sorry, stupid as fuck. Fingers with lightning coming out of fog fingers. Sorry, but lightning doesn't come out of smoke like that. It just doesn't.
It was so bad. And I mean, it was so anticlimactic. There was no drama to flag
Like Larry going and saying like
whatever happened to him.
Larry looking at Nadine and saying like trying to change her mind and show her the truth of what Randall Flagg is makes sense in context of what like was going on. And I imagine in the book it was amazing and like you're just like you're enthralled. This is like look at a mirror, look at yourself.
Looking at this poorly polished silver tray that's only mildly reflective to where you can't see any fucking real definition. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, well, the necklace that she had on made her see a glamour. I think it was more Larry's words that worked against the glamour. He could have handed her a perfectly polished mirror and it would have been the same.
Okay.
It was his words that held the power to break the glamour of the necklace that she was wearing. And that's when she lost her fucking schnitzels. And again, that scene of her throwing herself out in the middle, loved it. Fucking loved it. That was great. I was like, absolutely. And then Flagg getting all upset and standing on that balcony. And, it looked like plasma ball lightning. What the hell? And he just poofed away.
They had one of those at the Hands-On Museum in Johnson City. Remember, you could touch it and it would arc like that?
Yeah.
That's exactly what it looked like.
Literally what it looked like. A plasma ball lightning. Like somebody's like, I love these plasma ball effects. Let's use them, man. No.
It's like the first 6 episodes were so slow-paced compared to these 2 episodes. It's like in the first 6 episodes, you tell maybe 40-50% of the book. And then all of a sudden, you cover the last half of the book in 2 episodes, and one of them even shorter than the other by like almost a full 10 minutes. And you don't get the character development that we were teased early on because they were bouncing around to so many. You don't get the character development that you would have gotten in the book. I've never read the book, but I'm not sure. But
the character development was way better.
The original miniseries was better in character development. Just like, and it was like 2 hours shorter in the runtime.
Yeah. But the other thing that I want to bring up was we talked about episode. Sorry, I was pouring some water for myself. We talked about episode 2. It was like 45 minutes, or like not 45, but 75% of it being about Larry's backstory.
Mm-hmm.
None of it came back. None of it came back in the show, which is the craziest fucking thing to me. His drug addiction didn't come back. Him seeing his mom in the sewer didn't come back. None of it did.
There's a lot of things that they just never delved into that, again, when they started with that first episode and it was going as slow as it was, I thought, okay, maybe we're going to get some in-depth, character, going on here, looking at people, more deeply, some of these main characters that played in it. No, it was so
also,
bad.
People have to stop calling this. People have to stop calling this Lord of the Rings in Contemporary America because it is the fucking polar opposite. It is not.
It's like I read that the director said that originally, I think he wanted Christian Bale to play Flagg, and he wanted Matthew McConaughey to play Stu. And I was like, if anything, Matthew McConaughey should have played Flagg. He would have been a great Flagg.
Well, because he's already played Flagg.
I know. And that would have been awesome. So, they could have done that. But no, I have nothing against the Skarsgård boys. I love them. I do. But, if your original want was Matthew McConaughey, at least put him in the right fucking role because he is not Stu. Hell, James Marsden is not Stu. It's, the whole thing has just been bitter disappointment all around. And I feel bad because I'm the one who picked this.
No.
Okay.
I've picked things in the past that are terrible too. Don't worry about it.
And so
you couldn't have known that it was going to.
Yeah, if I had known, I would be like, nope, not doing this.
I'll just be happy after I watch the last episode tomorrow. I can cancel my subscription before it renews, and I won't get billed
That's what I was
this
going to
month.
say. That's exactly what I was going to say. I was like, oh, it looks like CBS All Access is getting canceled.
Because I'm sorry, there's nothing on there worth watching.
Yeah, I've looked around outside of
I
the
want to keep
Twilight
paying
Zone.
for.
Yeah, they have the new Twilight Zone with Jordan Peele, which I do enjoy. I liked that, but I've already seen all of it. Everything else, there's nothing that they have outside of Picard that I'm going to want to watch and pay that much money for every month.
Yeah,
just
like
I'm a casual Star Trek fan. But the Picard series, it's been so long since I've watched anything that dealt with the Next Generation or Picard, like well over 10 years minimum. Like, I would be totally lost if I tried to watch it. I know it's good.
Actually,
but literally
it doesn't have anything to do with the original Next Generation. He is retired.
It uses very little from Next Generation.
Very, very little. This is a whole new story, and I fucking love it.
Let me tell you what's from Next Generation.
I might check it out.
Do you remember when Picard was a Borg for a minute?
Yeah,
that's important.
Back in '96.
Do you remember who Data was?
Yeah.
And if you do,
that's
good.
Important.
Okay, that's all you need. That's all you need.
I might give it a watch then this weekend. Since I'm
like I'm
going to be snowed in.
Yeah, it is good.
It
is good.
I'll talk to my dad about keeping it because I know that he wants to watch Discovery and he still wants to watch Below Decks. But it's.
Jeff likes Discovery. It's not my thing.
So we're all going to give this a low grade, but before we give that our grade, I want to let the audience know next week we are going to have basically a special episode talking about this series as a whole. We're going to have two guests on. We're going to have Matt Hurd, who we've had on before, who's also a big fan of the book. So we're going to talk to him. And is your sister, right, Betty?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Heather.
Heather Ogletree.
We're going to have her on.
This will be her second appearance because she made a guest appearance before in that wonderful episode about addiction issues that we did.
As far as I know, she's in the same boat as me as having not read the book or the original miniseries. This is her first foray into the stand.
And she loves it. I'm like, oh, girl. Yeah, I know.
It's going to be super fun.
I haven't talked to her about it too much because I know that she loves it. And I've been hoping that we could get her in on the last one, which she's agreed to do. And, so I've kind of kept my mouth shut. But, yeah, she's like, oh, I love it. It was so good. I'm like, no, it sucks. But you keep thinking that.
All right, well, why don't we go ahead and give it a grade? I'll go first. Solid D-. I think that there are a couple moments in this that I do enjoy, and I think that's Kojak, and that's it. But, but yeah, other than that, it's terrible. It was really bad. I thought that some of the acting was even fucking forced, by that guy that was Flag's right-hand man. Why did you decide episode 8 was when you're gonna Lloyd? Yeah, why did you decide episode 8 was when you were gonna do the worst fucking fake cry I've heard in a fucking thing in a long time? Anyway, bad is bad. D-. Betty.
Yeah, I would go along with that D-, and that's being kind and generous in my opinion, because like Jeff said, I don't know how to feel about this. I don't know how to feel about anything about this right now. I mean, it's just, I'm so disappointed. This is so
imagine Betty, you have a penis, and then somebody goes, nice dick, and then punches you in it. That's how you feel about it. It's like a swift punch to the dick. Not the best analogy, I admit, but.
And we're gonna have our last one from Maya.
I thought it was really, really good. A-. No, I'm just. It was shit. It was shit. It was literally the drizzling shits. I'll give it a D.
Yeah, I think we've all been generous with that D.
If anyone listens to this podcast and you're like, I'll wait for it all to come out, and you listen to our progression of disliking this show, maybe not. Next week is going to be fun.
You never know.
Very
Next
good.
week's next episode may be fabulous. Who knows? We don't know.
That would be.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna guess, based on what we're seeing, though, not.
Well, again, it's according to what I've read, this is all new Stephen King. You know, he wrote this episode specifically himself, and it's a story he says that he's wanted to tell for a long time. So maybe, but
He's also getting old, and how many of the details that he's wanted to tell for a long time can he retain?
I don't know. Maybe. Well, you know, like a lot of authors or writers, there's always stories that you just write down and keep around for one day.
Yeah.
You know, so this could be that. You know, this could, because if it's something he's wanted to tell for a long time, it probably is something that he's had written down and, you know, fleshed out a bit. So when the time came, he would be ready.
And I agree. I love King, and I love a lot of the stuff that he's done over the years. And my main concern is he adding on to the book mythos, or is it going to line up with what we've seen? Because if it falls more in line with what we've been given on the screen,
Well,
I probably won't like it. But if it's meant to fall more in line with what he told in the book, who knows? I'm just wondering how it's going to fit together, how it's going to mesh.
Yeah, I'm curious too. The article that I read, he said that he hadn't seen a lot of the episodes. He'd seen a couple bits and pieces here and there. He said he was, you know, hopeful about it. I don't know how he feels today. I would be rather pissed, but you know, again, he loved the Dark Tower, and I thought that was insane in my mind.
I like to think that he had a drug relapse that day, and hopefully he's recovered since, because you know.
I kept telling my mom, I said the thing about this show, like, because I kept saying that Randall Flagg was the devil, and she was like, well, they never say he's the devil, and I'm like, you don't have to say it. First off, Mother Abigail says fucking God 1,000 goddamn times in the show. And then on top of that, he wrote this in 1978. Randall Flagg didn't have a different character. He was this character. He is the devil, or at least possessed by the devil. One of the fucking two. Like, that's what he's supposed to be. So for the sake of this show, Randall Flagg is the devil, and God is trying to stop the devil, but could only do this. All right, everybody. So, after the discussion, we decided that we want to do something fun. And I have Family Feud. As you can see here, Family Feud. Right there, the logo. What we're going to do is that Betty is on one side, Maya is on the other. I then, while we were recording, made avatars that look similar to you two. They're similar hair color to what you have right now. I couldn't, not exact because whatever, but yeah, I thought we'd play some Family Feud. So real quick, Maya, you said you were going to be odds, right? When did the roll?
I'll take odds. I'll take odds.
So the way the game works is that the R1 and L1 is how you buzz in on the quick answer. But unfortunately, obviously, Maya and Betty cannot do that. So we're going to roll the dice. 6-sided die. Odds or evens is who gets to hit the button and give an answer first. If you've seen Family Feud, it works like that, and we're going to just play. We're going to have some fun. I don't have any audio up because I didn't feel like that was necessary to the podcast. But I will do my best to describe what's going on.
Copyright.
Yeah.
That too. Yeah, there you go. Fair point. But I will give a good description as to what's going on for people who are not watching on YouTube. But if you're not watching on YouTube, go to our YouTube channel. That's where you can see the video. But our host is now introducing Betty's family, which is just Betty by herself, and then Maya's family, which is just Maya by herself. So that's
we are lonely women.
Yeah,
so that's Betty.
We're gonna get an apartment together and get some cats. Once the show ends.
And that's Maya.
I already have the apartment.
All right, so we're gonna roll the dice.
I'm sorry, but that avatar wouldn't be that modest with the cleavage.
There's, what's funny is there was nothing that showed cleavage. I looked too. I was like, does this? No, this is it.
No tickle bitties.
It is a 4. It's
All
a
right,
4,
so Betty gets to go first.
All right, so good old face-off. That's what they call it, a face-off, because Nick Cage and whatever. Anyway, let's get our contestants over here. Like, fucking saunter faster.
I love my
Jesus
cat
Christ. I thought you would.
It's awesome.
All right, top 5 answers on the board. 100 people were asked. Yada yada. He's okay. Be sure to buzz in. Yada yada. Fucking move forward. Jesus Christ. It takes a little bit to get going. All right, we asked 100 people. What would be the worst thing you could be turned down for? What would be the worst thing you could be turned down for? Betty.
A marriage proposal.
Marriage proposal. There it is. Ding. Marriage proposal. Give me marriage proposal. He's still talking. So X. Wow, it's not on the board at all.
Ooh.
It's not on the board at all. All right, Maya.
Job.
Job.
Yeah.
Job.
I was going to say a promotion, but just job itself.
Yeah. Fair enough. All right. Give me job. Job is number 2 on the board. All right. So, Maya, do you want to pass or play?
I'm going to pass.
All right.
Oh, that face she just made.
All right, then.
So, Betty, what is the worst thing you could be turned down for?
A date.
It's probably number 1.
Show me date. Number 3 on the board. All right. You guys still got your 3 strikes? You're still solid? You got 3 answers on the board? What's the worst thing you could be turned down for?
College.
Ooh, that is a good answer. College. Here we go.
It's right
there. All right, time to check board. Show me college. No, it is not up there. That is your first strike. That was a good answer, though. What the fuck? All right, Betty. What's the worst thing you could turn down for? You do have a long timer, 60 seconds, so you have time to think.
Sex?
What's the worst thing you could do? Sex. All right, sex. I don't know if they'll have that answer in that fashion. It's out there in some... No, that's a strike. All right, you got one more strike. 3 answers on the board. Oh, Maya's ready. What's the worst thing you can be down for?
Friendship.
Friendship.
Care Bears.
Oops, that's not how you spell friend, Greg. Friendship.
Fries.
All right, show me friendship. Oh, no, that is your 3 strikes. All right, the top answer still on the board. There are 3 total. Maya, what answer do you have?
Prom.
All right. And this could be for the steal. Let me type in prom game.
Good answer.
I was originally going to say promotion, but then I was like, well, that might fall under job. Let's go with prom.
Just dance?
No.
The dance?
Yeah, put dance.
Okay.
Because
prom
it doesn't have a... Yeah.
All right, our survey says... Oh, God.
Son of a whore.
All right, well, what was the top answer?
Right?
I swear to God, if promotion pops up, I'm going to punch myself in the knee.
All right, number 5 was... It's taking its time. Number 5 was credit card. Oh, that's a good one. Number 4 was... House. Number 1 was Alone.
Oh,
I feel
okay.
like credit card. Yeah, like we're
I
all
All
was
three of
not
those
even-
things. All three of those things applied, almost to the same premise. So
yeah.
it's crazy.
Okay, so rolling the dice again for the face off. It is a 5, so that means Maya goes
All right.
first.
All right.
Round 2.
Gotta make up some ground here.
Well, do remember that Family Feud loves to do the whole like the final round is really what matters.
True. But all rounds
hands.
matter, Greg.
Wow. All right. Top 4 answers are on the board. Gotcha.
God damn it.
Top 4 answers on the board. We asked 100 people the following question. Name something you enter feet first. Name something you enter feet first.
The pool.
Pool.
Did
said
that
poor
say
people on there
poop?
for a second.
Did that say poop
Might
too?
It might have. Pool's number. All right, Betty, you have a chance to steal this for your side. So can you give me the
bath.
number 1 answer for name something? The bath. Bath. It is Bangkok. Do you enter Bangkok feet first?
Probably.
All right. Show me bath. Number 1. Nicely done, Betty. All right. Do you want to pass or play?
I'm gonna pass it.
Really?
Hot potato.
All right.
All right.
Passing over to Maya.
Why,
All right,
why
Maya.
not
So there are
just,
2 answers on the board. ahead.
how about a building?
A building.
Just a build. Yeah, because you're walking in. Your feet are going to go in first.
Building.
Or buildings, either or. Yeah.
Yeah,
that
I'm sure
works.
it'll pluralize regardless. Show me building. No, that is a big old fat X.
You dick tease of a game, you. All right. Shoes.
Oh, that's a good fucking answer. Good answer. Shoes.
I don't know how else you could do it.
All
You'd be surprised
show me
what.
shoes. There it is, number 4. All right, you have 1 answer left on the board. 2 strikes remaining. What do you have?
Pants.
Pants. Good answer. Pants. All right, show me pants. Oh no, that is your second strike. You have 1 more, 1 answer on the board. This is do or die at this moment, and it goes over to Betty.
Tricky. So a relationship.
Nice. A metaphorical feet first.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah, it works. All right, let's see relationship. Oh, your third strike. What the fuck?
Motherfucker.
All right, Betty, I hope you will have one. I hope you have one in the gun chamber because we need an answer.
Slide.
A slide. All right. That's a good
You gotta
answer.
go in feet first.
Didn't
You
even
yell
think
at
of
your
that.
kids at the playground. Feet first. No, Billy, don't go head first.
That was the best
All
way
right,
to
a
go.
slide. Show me slide. Oh no! All the points go to Maya. 73 points to Maya. What was number 3 then? Game? The fuck was number 3?
So, yay. I would have liked to have gotten
host
all
is
the
an asshole.
points. Yeah, he's a jerk. He's a jerk
He's
face.
like,
Jerky
winning
McJerk
family
face.
was like a car. I guess.
I go ask. I have to go ask first.
I thought
My
of that,
daddy goes
but I
ass
was
first.
like, no, because I can totally sit my ass in the seat and then put my legs in, which is how a lady is supposed to do it. But
Well,
I'm not a
both
fucking
people that
lady.
answer
That's
car, I like
how
to see
that's
how
how
they
an
juggle that car.
amputee. That's how an amputee has to do it too. You have to go ass first. So, fuck you, game. You're wrong.
I have to climb
right,
into
let's
my
roll the
car
dice.
because it's so big. And I'm so
I rolled a
little.
4, so that means Betty goes first on this one.
Woohoo.
All right, shake hands.
Look at my titty kitty.
All right, we have 6 answers on the board for this one. 100
shit.
people surveyed. Oh, everything in this round is twice as much. So just keep that in mind. All right, 100 people surveyed for this question. If you were literally in the doghouse for the night, name something you'd want in there with you.
A blanket.
If you were literally a blanket. Blanket. There it is. Show me blanket. Oh, betting. Nice. Okay, so that worked. All right, so do you want to pass or play, Betty?
I'm going to pass it.
All right. Shooting it over to Maya.
Well, I was going to say pillow, but I'm sure that would be,
Classified as
composed under
bedding.
classified as bedding. So let's say a TV.
A TV. All right, good answer. Good answer.
I mean, it's an
survey
answer.
said number 2. Well, that's a good answer. It's number 2.
A book.
All right, so a book. A book.
Mm-hmm.
Let me wait for the screen to allow me to type in book. We'll get there. Book. B-O-O-K. Nice, he says. Let's see if it fits there. That's what she said. All right, book. Nice. Okay. 3 strikes, 3 answers left. What else you got?
Music.
Music. All right. Show me music. No, that is
you
your
soulless
first strike.
fucks. You soulless fucks. How can you not love music and want music when you're going to be sad and need to listen to some shit anyway because you're sleeping in a fucking doghouse? How about the dog?
Are you both going to fit in there?
Dog.
I mean, you're sleeping in his house.
You need somebody to cuddle.
Yeah, you need somebody
Show me
to
the
cuddle and
dog.
spoon with. It'd be funny if it was an actual answer.
Number.
It
is number 5.
Motherfucker. Number 5.
All right, so you have
All
2
right.
strikes, 2 answers. Or sorry, 1 strike. You have 2 strikes left, 2 answers. What do you got for me?
Food.
There you go. That's literally what I was thinking.
Yeah, food.
Food. Accepted because I am a robot. Let's see food. Number 4. All right. 2 strikes left. 1 answer. You can clean sweep this.
A toilet.
Toilet.
That's a big doghouse you got.
Yeah, these are the things people would want. It doesn't mean that they're actually all there.
You don't need a toilet.
All right, show me toilet. No, that is a strike.
That's what the bushes are for.
1 strike. You have 1 strike left. 1 answer to go.
Oh man!
You were literally in the doghouse for the night. Name something you'd want in there with you.
Wow. Some of the answers I want to say, just I can't use them because I think they would just fall under that classification. And it's like almost a guaranteed throwaway. I feel it's a risk. You know what? Put spouse.
All right, spouse. Here we go. Spouse.
Why the fuck not?
Show me spouse. Oh! God damn! All right.
That's what you call a clean sweep.
That's what you call a clean sweep.
That was awesome.
I'm good at this game. You give me enough time, I'm good at this game. Greg knows.
Fucking killed it. Don't even have to look at the other answers. Your character's very upset, Betty. All right, round 4. This is the triple point round.
And then we go to the final round.
So yeah, the way the final round works in this, I'm going to pause it for just a second. Because I roll the dice. But the way the final round works in this is that whoever got the most points gets to go first, and then the other player gets to also do quick answers. So when we do that, whoever's in first place, the second place person, I want you to mute your headset so you can't see the answers. Like mute your headset and turn away or whatever, so that way we can do this legitimately. Sound good?
Yep.
All right. So 5, that means Maya goes first.
All right.
Shake, shake, shake. Call each other names. All right. Top 5 answers on the board. The points are now tripled. So still anybody's game. Asked 100 people to answer the following question. Name something you've stayed up all night worrying about.
Oh, Bills.
Bills, good answer. Not the Buffalo Bills, but like. You know.
Well, I'm sure they've had 3 or 4 fans do the same, but.
Money. All right, is number 2. All right,
Okay.
Betty, you have a chance to steal this for your side. Do you have the number 1 answer?
Your job.
Job. Let me type in job, please. Thank you. There we go. Type in job. G-O-A. Job or no? The fuck? All right. Show me job as number 1. It was number 5. Wow.
Oh, wow.
All right, Maya, do you want to pass or play?
I'm going to play.
All right. Playing it is.
Get a girl.
Walking back to the booth. Walking back. Name something you stayed up all night worrying about.
A child.
A child.
Or loved one. Put loved one.
Oh,
you already put child in. Damn it.
Show me child. Number 1, family. Family is number 1. Yeah.
All right.
It usually will in that regard. Like sometimes it's
Yeah.
lame, like, but. All right. Name something you stayed up all night worrying about. You still have 3 strikes and 2 answers left on the board.
Test results.
Test results. Just hit test?
Just tests. Yeah. Tests.
I don't want to hit X and enter without your consent. Show me test. School. Wow, that went right into school. Okay, I don't think that.
Okay, put medical. Put medical issues.
All right, medical.
Because I was thinking more like test results in that regard.
MED. Can I do medical? I can't do medical. Oh, there it is. I had to type out the whole word for it to pop up. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, anything medical that should fall under that umbrella.
Yeah. All right, show me medical. Oh, as an X.
You unworrying motherfuckers. So we've got money, we got family, bills, job, school, car.
Car. Good answer. Why cats? What the fuck? There we go.
Well, my next answer will be a pet. If this one isn't.
Show me car. Oh, that is a... Wow.
Go with pet.
All right, Betty, get ready, because if pet isn't up there, you got to have an answer to steal. All right, pet. Pet. P-E-T. Show me your fucking cat. Oh, that is 3 X's. All right, Betty. Name me
Motherfucker.
something you stayed up all worrying about.
Weather.
The weather. Okay. Weather, the weather.
Yeah.
Let me type it in. You take so much time, game. Jesus Christ.
Well, the host has got to go over there and flirt with Betty first. You know, like they do.
See, maybe
Not
want to
forget.
gag.
Richard Dawson, gross. All right,
You're
show me
about to
weather.
win this, Maya.
There it is. All right. Well, I have no idea what number 4 is. Y'all gave some good answers, but I nothing.
I know. I was like, I'm surprised that Pets wasn't up there.
Wonder if that
Let's
falls
see
under
what the
Wonder if it's relationship.
health.
maybe.
Health. So you were right with medical.
I was right with
Ooh.
medical. It just, I would have, yeah,
Did-
just a different word.
Yeah. All right. So what we're gonna do is, Betty, go ahead and take
What's
off
the
your
score?
headset. It was like
What's the
400
score for
something.
What's the score for those at home? Let's see. Betty has 39 points.
Yeah.
I have
506.
more than, wow, that's more than 39.
Yeah. I'm going to turn my headphones off. You'll see it. The light will stop.
And no looky at the screen either, because you can see the answer. No
Let's
looky.
see. Can I can't hear
I don't
you.
know that you can.
Can you hear any one of us?
I don't think
I
you
hear the
can.
dog. So
Hear dogs.
I'm going to mute her because of the doggy.
Okay, I'm gonna pause it for a second while you do that. Okay.
All right.
All right.
We're
All right,
good.
Maya.
I crush it at this
All right,
game.
start the clock. Give me a
Okay.
slang term for an important person.
VIP.
VIP. Name something that some people like to sleep with.
Stuffed animal.
Stuffed animal. Name something most people can fix around the house.
Light bulb.
Light bulb. Name something specific that a magician makes disappear.
Bird.
BIRD. Name something you don't mind your spouse kissing.
Your kid.
Child work.
Child works.
All right, that's all 5 of them. All right, let's get Betty back in here if we can.
All right.
The messenger or something.
Betty.
Yeah, messenger on our group
Oh
chat.
shit. Yeah, you got it paused, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I got it paused. I was trying to figure out how we were going to get her back in, and then I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, I'll message her. Bear with us, audience, while we do this because we didn't think, oh shit.
Yeah, it's a few things.
Hey, when you do things on the fly.
Am I back?
Yeah, you're back.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, perfect.
Yeah.
All right, so Maya has given her 5 answers. Now you will, since you don't know the questions, this will be interesting. You have a little bit more time on the clock, I believe, but not that it matters because Maya didn't use like the whole 180 to begin with. All right. Are you ready, Betty?
Yeah.
All right. All right, here we go. Characters will saunter over.
Hey, at least you're keeping the right music.
All right, let's start the clock. Give me a slang term for an important person.
El Jefe.
Oh.
Big cheese. Big cheese.
Big cheese. Big cheese.
I know that's your personal.
Yeah.
Name something that some people like to sleep with.
Teddy bear.
Name something that people. Teddy bear. Try another answer. It was similar to what Maya gave.
A pet.
Pet. Name something most people can fix around the house.
Pass. Okay, I can't pass. Can I?
Yeah, you can pass. All right. Name something specific that a magician makes disappear.
A rabbit.
Rabbit. Name someone you don't mind your spouse kissing.
His sister.
Sister. Name something most people can fix around the house.
Window.
Window. God damn it. Windows. Perfect. All right, that's everything. So now we will see how you both did on each answer. You actually gave pretty drastically different answers than Maya did. Other than teddy bear. All right, give me slang for an important person. Maya said a VIP. Betty said big cheese. 44 points to VIP, 6 to big cheese. All right, name something that some people like to sleep with. Maya said stuffed animal. Betty said, I don't remember, pet. Points are 39 to stuffed animal, 11 to pet.
I suck at this game.
No, I'm just really good at it.
They're not bad answers. They're not bad
They're
answers.
not.
It's just...
Not at all.
All right. Something that people can fix around the house. Light bulb, windows. Light bulb got 23 points. I did not see what windows got. It went like
0.
too fast. 0. A leak was the top answer. A leak.
These people have never had to fix a leak.
Yeah, no shit.
Specific that a magician makes disappear. We have a bird and a rabbit. Bird got 5 points. Rabbit got 47.
Woohoo!
See that you pulled the rabbit out of the hat. You make the bird disappear.
The first thing people are going to think of when they hear magician. Whether
Name someone you don't mind your spouse kissing. Child and sister were the answers. Child got 22 points. Sister got 13. Maya wins with 133 points to 77 in the final round.
Congratulations.
So what is my overall total score?
I don't know that it'll show it, but apparently you're
Look
taking
at me
home the
back
grand
there.
prize. Whatever the
Yeah,
fuck
you
that is.
celebrate,
Which is just bragging rights.
Pretty much.
That's all it is.
Pretty much just bragging rights. All
Good
right,
for
so
each
move the
level
camera back
3.
where it was. Yeah, because
Oh,
they
that
have
was
like a
fun.
level up system.
That was fun.
Maya wins, it says across my screen. All right. Starring Betty, right away. Starring you. Okay. All right, everybody. So that's going to do it for us today. Let us know if you like the little game thing. I have Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune, so maybe we could do this in the future again. This shit was fun. And with Wheel of Fortune, I could play. I could actually play because it has 3 players.
It's the 3 players. Hey, this is something that we can do, for the visual side of the things. I'm sure it's not as entertaining on the audio side, so definitely check it out on YouTube. That's all queued up on YouTube.
Exactly.
There'll be a link right down there. And I motioned downwards. So, yeah, the link will be below the description for audio listeners.
Yes. Next week, guys, we're going to be continuing with WandaVision and then talking about the finale of The Stand. As we mentioned earlier, we're going to have Matt Hurd and Heather Ogletree on. Everyone has a different opinion, I feel like, about this show to an extent. So it'll be very fascinating conversation. But other than that, we're just going to have a discussion. We're just going to have fun and talk, and it'll be a great episode. I promise you it'll be a great episode. But yeah, come back for that. Again, make sure you, like Maya just said, make sure you follow all the socials down below, including our new YouTube channel. I keep wanting to make videos where I'm reviewing something that I've already watched, but we'll get to it eventually. I've been busy. So, but yeah, YouTube channel, go subscribe. But other than that, where can folks find you, Maya?
They can find me on Facebook under my name. It's a public profile, so you can follow me, you can friend request me, what have you. I enjoy talking to new people all the time, but it's a public profile, and you can follow me via Twitter or Instagram on the Facebook profile if you choose. And if you want to check out other shows that I'm on, well, I'm on 2 different podcasts on the Realm of Collectors YouTube channel. One is every other Wednesday night, which today is one of them, Figure Banging at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And then every Friday night at 9 on the Nerd Life Syndicate. Tune in for either of those and pop into the live chat. Those shows are live. We interact with our audience. It's a lot of fun. A lot of laughs are had. But that's the places where you can find me. What about you, Betty? Where can they find you?
They can find me on Facebook under Betty Badger Ogletree and on Twitter at Bright Betty. And what about you, Greg?
All socials under Trump Rock Geek. It's pretty easy way to find me. I don't really have another podcast, but yeah, definitely check out the episode I did with Anthony on video games of 2020. You can find that on missionstartpodcast.com or Mission Start Tubes, I believe, is our YouTube channel. But yeah, if you
I
want
think
to check
it
that
was.
out, yeah, if you type in Mission Start, like I'm sure you'll find it. Mission Start Podcast primarily, you'll find the channel. But yeah, other than that, guys, thank you again so much for listening. Really appreciate you. Remember to watch WandaVision and The Stand and join us next week. I promise it'll be a great episode. But yeah, we'll see you then.
Peace, love, and Polly Pops.
Take care, everybody.